All right, recording in progress. Here we go. Well, welcome. Let's get started. Warm up gear, team. Warm up gear. Bringing those RPMs to around 70 to 75 with a nice flat foot, and we're dropping the heel a little bit. And we are relaxing the upper body. It is May 15th, and so today is National Giving of Flowers Day. The act of giving flowers has been a custom dating back to ancient times. History documents flowers as an important part of the social customs of Chinese, Egyptian, Greek, and Roman cultures. In fact, Greek mythology contains references of giving flowers relating to gods and goddesses. During the Middle Ages, the English and French said there was a meaning behind flowers that determined when a flower was given. So don't forget to give those flowers, but give it with a meaning. Give them with intention,
We
right?
have lots of dandelions up here on the lake, so does that count?
Yes, it counts. That sounds like that's more of a gift to you and your neighbors.
Right.
Enjoy those dandelions around the lake. That sounds beautiful.
Very nice.
Andy, they're blooming already?
Oh yeah, full bloom. Daffodils are up, looking beautiful too.
Yeah, we don't see dandelions down here.
Mhm.
No, we don't do it.
Never thought about it.
No.
Mhm. When I was in Ohio, they had a whole beds of planted tulips. Well, you don't see planted tulips around South Florida either. It's just way too hot, right? So I only find them in the grocery store already cut. But man, they were every color of the rainbow. They were gorgeous.
They had that in Chicago too when we went one time along that Millennium Mile or whatever that's called.
Mm-hmm.
It's really beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in Amsterdam this time of year, you'll see lots of them.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Mm, that's awesome. Awesome. Well, team, warm up gear. Stay there, 70 to 75 for a moment, a couple of minutes. We're going to warm up right here, but let's also warm up our upper body. So here we go. I'm just turning on a timer. Okay. So let's sit up tall for me, please, and we're going to roll our shoulders back first. We're going to open up our chest and start working on just kind of breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And let those shoulders get bigger and bigger as we open up our chest. And then bringing our elbows and kind of pinching our shoulder blades together. And then we're going to reach up very tall with big wide fingers, stretching up for the ceiling like we want to pull something down. We're going to reach up and then we're going to grab underneath our right arm and we're going to just pull our arm over our head. Don't do too much leaning. And then we release that and we're going to pull our left arm over our head. Good. And then we're going to drop our left hand on the right side of our handlebar. We're going to look over our right shoulder. Looking over the right shoulder to feel that spine and abdomen twist. Inhale, exhale to center, blow it out. Put that right arm on the left side, and now we look over our left shoulder. Same thing. And then breathe in and breathe out. Coming back to center. Good. Let's stretch out those forearms for me. Bring all those fingers and thumbs back. And then we pull them back the other way. And opposite hand, fingers down, pulling in. And then fingers up and thumb up, pulling back. And then we're going to roll our wrists. And we're going to roll them the other way. And we're going to flop them back and forth and kind of just loosen them up, drop our arms, just kind of flop them around, shake out all that tension that could be in your upper body. And then we're going to place those hands on the wheel or on the handlebar. Well, the wheel. Yeah. I always call it the wheel. We're going to place our hands on the wheel. 3 and 9. All right. 3 and 9 on the clock. Shoulders are dropped. Elbows are soft. And take a moment here to take our intention inwards, do a little body scan. Are we feeling tight in certain places? Are we sore? Are we feeling good? How wiggle those toes, relax your feet in your shoes. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out. And we're breathing in and out. One more time, in and good. All right. Well done. Okay, so one more minute here, 70 to 75 RPMs, warm up gear, and grab that water anytime you need it, of course. Stay hydrated before, during, and after your workout. Carbs are always a good thing to eat, maybe about 30 to an hour before your workout. Protein is always a good option after your workout. All right, just fueling the body right. So.
Becky, what's your dog's name?
Finley.
Finley.
Yes. She's like, oh, you can't see her. Oh, she was asleep on the bed and then she heard her name. She perked up. She's back down. Yeah. Yeah, she's a good dog. So I just took her for a walk and man, is it that sun is intense today. So, hmm. Hmm. All right, team, you're gonna reach down for me. We're gonna get going. Here we go. Reach down, give me a gear up. A gear up. And we are going to work for a minute at 80, a minute at 85, back down to a minute at 80, and then 30 seconds at 85. So you're one gear up from your warm up, and we're going to begin with 80 RPMs. We're going to push as best we can. If we're not there yet, no worries. Just that is our RPM goal we're shooting for this next minute. 80 RPMs, holding, dropping the shoulders, soft elbows, and working on that cadence. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Nice. Very good. I see some people's legs. Flat feet. Pushing and pulling. Do any of you ride with like a TV screen in front of you, like a scenery or a bike ride?
I don't.
No.
No.
I'll have to give you guys there's some really good YouTube options where they've filmed, like on a bike, a cycle route. So pick up that pace here, 85 RPMs, 3, 2, 1, give it a little push, 85 RPMs for the next minute. We're just gonna play with our speed between 80 and 85.
Peloton has a number of those rides
I heard that. Yeah, I heard that.
for $50 a month.
Oh. Yeah. I know. Yeah, in the studio I play and I pay a little extra so we don't have to watch the ads and everything, but either landscape rides from all over the world, which are really fun, just like landscape scenery, or there's like actual like intense road bike rides where sometimes they even have numbers that show you like the elevation or how fast that person's going or something. It's kind of fun. So all right, in 5 seconds, we're going to bring it back down to 80 RPMs. In 3, 2, 1, drop that cadence a little bit, bring it back down, hold for 1 moment at 8 or 1 minute at 80 RPMs.
I think you also can get the Tour de France.
I think you can. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's, yeah, I mean, there's several cycle tournaments or whatever, yeah, races, I mean, um, that they've filmed. So I'll look for those and send them over. if you have like a TV or something in front that might be kind of interesting to you. We could all watch the same one or something. So hold that pace another 15 seconds at 80 RPMs. And then we're going to boost for last 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Give me a nice 85. Shoot for 85. Put a little bit more gas on the pedal. Hold that pace. Has anyone talked to Kathy Helmuth at all in the last several weeks or month?
I've texted with her.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I texted her for Mother's Day and she sent me a picture of her daughter with the baby.
Oh,
She had said they had a good day.
that's awesome. Good. And her husband is in better health right now?
Apparently, yeah, that's from what I hear. I don't know. She hasn't said anything about him, but Stacy mentioned, I think last week, that in her communication with him that he was with her that he was better.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
That's great. Good, good. All right, we're going to slow down that pace in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back down to 70. What we're going to do next is we're going to add a gear, another gear. Yeah, if you need to stand up and stretch out those legs for a moment. We're going to add another gear. So 2 gears up from your warm-up gear, and then we're going to bring it to 80 for hold for 2 minutes. This is a real kind of endurance ride here. So we are practicing holding at a higher pace for a longer period of time. So 2 gears up from your warm up, and we will begin to start holding 80 RPMs for the next 2 minutes. Then we'll go to 85 RPMs, and then we're going to repeat that again. So it's an 8-minute set, and we're going to begin that in. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Begin. 80 RPMs. Push for 2 minutes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now tell me, oh, everyone froze. Okay, there you are. Everyone's moving again. When you add those 2 gears to your warm up, what are you feeling, if I may ask, on some of your bikes?
Quads.
Quads. Does it feel still like a flat road, or do you start just feeling like you have a little bit of an incline?
I feel a little inclined.
I do.
Okay. Is it difficult to hold 80 RPMs, or is it a good challenge?
Good challenge.
Okay. Hey, Miss Susie.
I am sorry I'm late.
You're okay.
I don't like to be late.
I understand that. Oh, that pace, another 50 seconds, 80 RPMs. Hold. Again, this is an 8-minute. This is going to fatigue the legs a little bit more. Hold this for another 30 seconds before we increase that speed, not gear, increase the speed to 85. Drop those shoulders, take a deep breath in and out, exhale, dropping the shoulders a little bit more, relaxing the upper body, not taking away any tension or energy away from our legs. And like we said, we want to feel those quads engaged, the hamstrings as we pull up on the pedal. And we're going to increase speed in 3, 2, and 1. Bring up your speed to 85. 85, 2 minutes. Holding. Susie, of course, you just warm up at your warm-up gear for the next couple of minutes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Anybody been watching the Leafs and Panthers series?
Yes.
Yeah,
The Leafs wiped out last night.
that was painful.
It was it was awful. You're right, it was painful.
Not for the Panthers.
But at least the Oilers pulled it off, didn't they?
Yeah,
Edmonton, yeah.
Is this hockey you guys are talking about?
Yeah,
Yep.
Okay. Now, you Canadians, do you guys do you you're probably in Utopia, you're probably a bit out of reach, but Susie, do you end up going to hockey games during season?
Usually just watching. It's really expensive to go, and you get a pretty good seat at home.
a nice comfy one.
Yeah, very true.
But it's so popular here. People are just crazy about it. They'll pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars to go to a playoff game. But what a game if you blew your brains out on that one. If you're from Toronto, right?
Yeah, this is hockey country up here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So do you think the Panthers are going to take it, Angie?
I think it's gonna be the Panthers and the Oilers. And it's gonna go 7 games. And the Oilers are gonna win this time. Again.
We're gonna slow down that pace in 3, 2, and 1. Slow it down. Bring it to 75 RPMs. Slow it down for just about 30 seconds. And then we're actually gonna add gear 3. And for 4 minutes, we're gonna shoot for 80 RPMs, and then we're gonna jump to 90 RPMs for 2 minutes. Okay.
Although Florida's a great team, they are.
Who's
Wait.
a great team? Sorry.
Florida. Panthers,
Yeah.
amazing goalie. Great forwards, defense. They got it all.
Yeah, that Marchand guy. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, team, we're gonna gear up. Third gear, add on, and 2 minutes, 80 RPM. So add that gear, third gear. It's gonna be tough. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1, push for that 80 RPMs for 2 minutes. Who's the Toronto team? Is it the Panthers or the other one?
Leafs.
Toronto are the Maple Leafs,
Yeah.
right? And Florida is the Panthers. They're the South Florida team, because we have the Lightning up in Tampa.
Got it.
So Florida has 2 teams.
Did not know that. Okay.
It's the Tampa Bay Lightnings and the Florida Panthers.
Yeah.
They're like right in Fort Lauderdale, right outside Fort Lauderdale
Okay. Yeah.
Stadium.
Yeah,
Or-
no, that all makes sense to me now. Okay, very good. And the maple leaves. Okay, maybe you were saying leaves, and I was like, wait, what? But maple leaves. Okay, yeah. That would
Is it Maple Leafs, Andy?
Yeah.
Okay. And the Oilers are from Winnipeg?
No, Edmonton.
Edmonton, Alberta.
How many teams does Canada have?
I was wondering.
3. The Vancouver Canucks, the Edmonton Oilers, and Toronto Maple Leafs. Actually, 4 Montreal Canadiens. So they've got 4 teams.
And the Edmonton Oilers has a Torontonian on it. So someone from Toronto.
Oh,
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing, Carolina. I was wondering how many teams Canada had. So, all right.
So sorry. Go ahead, Jackie.
No, just 25 more seconds here, holding that 80 RPMs. And then for 2 more minutes, for another 2, we're going to go bump it to 90, and then we'll recover. So we'll recover a little bit longer. Hang here. We're going to increase that pace in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Increase that pace, put some gas on the pedal, bump it as close to 90 RPMs as we can hold right there for 2 minutes. That's the challenge, holding at a high pace for 2 minutes.
that's my bike. I guess it needs to be serviced. It's squeaking. Can you hear it?
No,
Oh, good.
Is it on the wheel?
Yes.
You might
No, it's on the where the pedals are. That's
Okay.
where it feels like it's coming from.
Okay. Yeah. So if it's on the wheel, I was going to tell you it's probably the bearing of the wheel. So, do you have a you have a Peloton? No, you don't have a Peloton.
I don't, but I have a guy that has serviced it once before,
Oh,
so.
good. Good, good. Okay. Okay, hold that pace, team. You can do it. It's tough. This is where we start focusing when we're pushing through these last 45 seconds at 90 RPMs with 3 gears on. Flat foot, taking a little pressure off the knee. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And we're trying to work up that sweat in the first 20 minutes, like Scott told us. That's what we need to do. Hold for last 20 seconds. All right, team. And we're going to slow it back down in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And take all that, or reduce your pace. Take a nice recovery, reduce it. Okay, this next stage is a little bit tougher because it's going to be just like the first, but we're going to add 1 gear to each attempt. So for stage 1, we will now have 2 gears on the bike. So everyone bring it back down to your warm-up gear. We'll start over together. Bring it back down to your warm-up. All right, everyone get some water. Hang here for about a minute and a half. And kind of this next 15 minutes will be a harder push as we've added extra gear. Excuse me. Is Pamela doing okay?
Yeah, she's gone to Berlin and Iceland
Oh my goodness, that's right.
for like almost 3 weeks.
Oh my goodness, that's right. That's so cool. I can't wait to hear her experience about Iceland. Has anyone else been?
Yeah,
What'd you
been
think?
directed at the airport on the way to London,
Oh, that's a funny stop.
Icelandic Airlines.
Oh, got it.
They want to make sure they get you to see their country.
Yeah. What'd you think of it, Phil? What'd you think of Iceland?
I loved it.
Yeah.
It's a fascinating place.
Hmm.
I was there last summer as part of a tour.
Mhm. That's great. And I feel like tourism there has really gone up in the last like couple of years.
There were
I
a
have
lot of boats in the harbor.
mm, mm. Yeah, I know several people that have gone. So interesting. All right, team, we ready? Here we go. Warm up gear, but we're going to add 2 gears immediately. And we're going to go from 80, 1 minute, 85 to 83, and finish it off with 85 RPM push. So here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, begin 80 RPMs with 2 gears up from our warm up. 80 RPMs. It's kind of this is a Kathy profile. And she said, so we are pushing hard. She coined this one an intermediate to advanced. So she knew you had it in you.
That sounds like us.
That's right. Intermediate, intermediate to advanced. I'm kind of excited. At noon today, I take a phone call with the woman in Ohio, Steubenville, Ohio, the coordinator at the YMCA, to talk about pedaling against Parkinson's. So yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it'll be cool. Yeah. I'd be interested to hear what he wants to know. So, and what's the interest there, you know?
Yeah.
So that'd be neat. All right, we're gonna increase that pace. 3, 2, 1. Let's push for 85. Push for 85. What do you guys think about that title, Pedaling Against Parkinson's? Is that a good title?
Or for Parkinson's. No, I don't know.
Well, so I think it's already like,
Spoken for.
Trademarked.
thank you, trademarked, that's the word, is Pedaling with Parkinson's, I believe. Is an actual
Parkinson pedaling.
program. I don't know. I'm just asking. Pedaling for Parkinson's or with Parkinson's, I was kind of like, but pedaling against it felt like
You've got a oomph.
you got to putting towards the good fight. All right, team, we're gonna drop those RPMs. 3, 2, 1, drop them down to 80 RPMs. Hold for 45 seconds. 80 RPMs, and then the last 30 seconds, we're gonna bump it to 85. You have that extra gear on, so get back to your breath when you feel like it gets tough, especially towards the end of the stage. But hold this pace here, 80 RPMs, 25 more seconds. And just one pedal stroke at a time. One pedal stroke at a time. 1, 2, 1, 2. Gets you closer to that mileage goal or time. We're moving it to 85 RPMs in 3, 2, 1. Last 30 seconds. Push. Last 30 seconds. Push. And then we are going to go straight into adding another gear up. Hold this pace. 10 more seconds. Good job. Breathe. Make it to the finish line in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now drop that pace down to 80 RPMs. We're going to hold here for 2 minutes, but you're going to add a gear up. So you're now 3 gears up from your warm up and 80 RPMs for 2 minutes. Grab the water anytime you need it, okay? Anytime you need a water, or if you need an extra little recovery break, do so. Listen to your body and to those legs. Yeah, let's push. Getting that heart rate up here as the extra gear and the RPMs are up. Minute and 20, holding 80. Good. Yeah. Close your eyes if you need to. Breathe in and out. Focus. What does that road look like to you in front of you? Is it a bumpy road? Is it a flat road? Are you on a little bit of an incline? What's on each side of the road? What do you see? Do you
We're
have
at 85, Jackie? 85?
no, you're at 80. 80.
80, okay.
Yep. 80, and you're holding it for the next 45 seconds.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm trying not to get distracted with my iWatch or whatever, Apple Watch, but it looked like it had stopped my workout and it asked me twice if my workout was done. And the only choices it gave me was finished or pause. It didn't give me continue. So
Try swiping it to the right.
to the right of the swipe to the right.
Swiping it to the right.
Oh,
Might give you another menu to stop or continue.
I'll have to try that another time.
Did you find the indoor cycling?
Yes.
Oh, good. Yeah, option.
Sometimes if your wrist is bent back, it'll hit the little wheel
Oh, maybe,
and cause it to do that.
okay.
Okay,
I'm
Team.
going to a class at the mall, at the Apple Store next week.
Oh, you're taking a class?
Yeah, they give them for free.
That's great. That's smart to do. All right, team, we're going to increase that pace. Don't increase your tension, just increasing pace to 85. 3, 2, 1, push. 2 minutes holding. Less than 2 minutes even. Holding at 85.
I've been reading the manual, you know, they give you, there's an icon that gives you tips,
Mhm.
gives you all their stuff, but I'm much more of a tell me and show me instead of read and follow the instructions learner.
Mhm.
I'm
So
swiping it to the right one time. See what happens.
if I swipe to the right, it gives me a little, it says, my phone's not playing.
Hmm.
I don't know, I probably have it set
Your
up,
phone's not what?
but it's not, it shows me a picture of my phone and it says not playing.
Might have to hook it up to your phone.
I'll figure it out.
I know. I mean, I wear my watch mainly for communication purposes, but other than that, I haven't tapped into all the bells and whistles. So hold this pace for 15 more seconds, and then we're going to immediately go into the next 4 minutes. We're going to add another gear up, or even a half a gear, depending on how you feel and where you're at. We're going to hold for 80 RPMs for 2 minutes in 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to bring the RPMs to 80. You have added gear, so it's tough. We're going to hold there for 2 minutes. 4 minutes left in this stage. We'll take a nice recovery and play with some speed work. This is kind of more of a longer endurance stretch here. So with that extra gear, we're now raising our heart rate. Okay, our body should be feeling warm, maybe starting to break a little bit of a sweat.
A lot of sweat.
A lot of sweat. Okay, good. A lot of sweat. Feeling maybe feeling the top of the booty, feeling top of the glutes, through your hamstrings as you pull the pedal up. You're feeling your hamstrings. As you push down, your quad is engaged. Hold here for another 45 seconds at 80 RPMs. Breathe in and breathe out. Again, focusing on the road in front of you. You probably feel the incline now. You're pushing up, moving forward, reaching for that finish line. Digging deep to go that extra mile that you want to go. You gotta get to the lake. You gotta get to the lake to enjoy the dandelions. Right, Andy?
You're right.
All right, we're gonna increase that pace. We're gonna try to jump to 90 in 3, 2, and 1, 2 minutes, 90. Two minutes, 90. Kathy wouldn't have put this down if she knew you guys couldn't have handled it. So the Kathy challenge. Here we go.
Thanks a lot, Kathy.
Thanks a lot, Kathy. She believes in you for sure.
He's wonderful.
She is. Holding that pace, grabbing that water if you need a sip. Got another minute and 15. Closing your eyes if you need to zone out for a minute, just focusing on the cadence and your pedal stroke. Keeping that form in lock. Sometimes when things get tough, when we get tired, we start getting a little sloppy with our form, but we want to keep our upper body relaxed, shoulders down. The legs are doing all the work. 30 more seconds right here, team. 90. Even if the RPMs have dropped a little bit, let's see if you can add a little bit more pace. Push that pedal a little bit further. Reach for those extra inches or feet on the path that we're crossing here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, slow it way down, team, and take all that gear off. Bring it back to your warm-up gear. Bring it all the way back to your warm-up gear. And let's recover for 2 minutes. All right. Get some water, stretch, you can stand up on the bike, stretch out your legs for a moment, give your bum a break from the saddle if you need it. That was a lot of push and grit there. Well done. Really great job. That was tough. All right, how we feeling? Did everyone check in with their heart rate? Or if you can check in with your heart rate, take a look, see how you did.
Zone 4, high end.
Awesome. Great job. Well done. Mike, have you been on your 3-wheel bike lately on the
You use them about every day.
Oh, good. What time of day do you like to go outside and use it?
But we like the morning, but it usually ends up afternoon. They end out one, so we go together.
That's good. That's wonderful.
We really like it.
Yeah.
So Scott, I think I found the spot that you told me, but when I was swiping, and it gives me the choice to end, to pause, to segment,
Yeah.
to new, or a check in. So would it be check in?
No, yeah. Well, isn't there a continue?
No, not that I can see.
That's the page I was thinking of. That's yeah, if you scroll down, there's check-in stuff, new segment, pause, and it's asking you if you want to pause. If you hit pause, I'll have to look at it, Carolyn.
Okay, I mean, I can pause and resume, but I don't know why I got to the point where, because I hadn't, I don't know.
Maybe segment would be it, Carolina.
Segment?
Maybe. It's check in or check in. I have to play with it.
All right, it's still going. I'm good. Thank you.
Sure.
You can also set that exercise goal too. So if you knew like, I'm going to set it for, if you knew you were going to be on the bike for like 45 minutes or something, you could, set those exercise goals for time.
I thought I had, but
Yeah. Okay, team. So I don't want us to start cooling down too much. So we are next, stage 3, we're going to gear up 2 gears. So from your warm-up gear, you're adding 2. We are going to go from 80 to 90. We're going to do 10 seconds, 80 RPMs, and then jump 50 seconds, 90. And then we'll do 20, 40, 30, 30, 40, 20. You get the point. So, and then we're going to do this 3 times, and each time we'll add 1 gear. So immediately from our warm-up gear, we're adding 2 gears on. Okay? Everybody ready? So that first 10 seconds, we're going to go 80 RPMs, and then we're going to push for 90 for 50 seconds. I'll count you down or count you in. So here we go. So add those 2 gears, and then in 3, 2, and 1, push for 80 RPMs, first 10 seconds. Good, and we're gonna go to 90 now. Push for 90 for the next 50 seconds. Nice, steady pace. Find that 30 more seconds here. Keep pushing, 90 RPMs. 90 RPMs. 20 RPMs, or 20 seconds, 90 RPMs. Good, breathe. Holding that pace. Every exhale, think of putting more energy into the pedal. We're going to drop it to 80 RPMs now. Drop it to 80 RPMs for 20 seconds. Mm-hmm. 10 more seconds at 80 RPMs. And we're going to increase the speed to 90 in 3, 2, 1, go. Increase to 90 for 40 seconds. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Nice. Good. Holding tight here, team. 20 more seconds at 90 RPMs. All right, we're going to drop it to 80 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your RPMs to 80, 30 seconds, 30, 30. 30 RPMs holding. 80 RPMs holding for 30 seconds. Too many numbers here. Okay, we're going to increase to 90 in 3, 2, 1. Push. Bring those RPMs up. 90. Well done, team. All right, we're going to bring it to 80 RPMs in 3, 2, 1. Bring it down to 80. 40 seconds. Good, another 20 here. Hold at 80 for 20 more seconds. And we're going to decrease in 3, 2, 1. We're going to increase. 90 RPMs, 20 seconds, go. 90 RPMs. Push. And we're going to decrease our speed to 80 in 3, 2, and 1. Hold 50 seconds, 80 RPMs. This is our last push before cool down. As I'm looking at the time. Good team. And we're going to finish strong at 90 RPMs, finishing across the finish line together. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Give me that last 15-second. Good heavy push across the finish line. Finishing as a team. Coming in for that cold plunge. Jump in the Canadian lake.
Yeah.
With the dandelions.
With the dandelions that we're all gonna pick, and then we're gonna give it to each other because it's National Give Flowers Day. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Well done.
I did my second cold plunge yesterday.
How was it? Would you stay longer?
Yes,
Woohoo!
3 minutes. And the guy took me through breathing exercises and put headphones on and eye mask on, and you just do these breathing exercises in preparation, and then he tells you how to breathe when you get in. And I was amazed. It was a different place. With that preparation and that instruction, I mean, go twice as long as I did the first time.
Scott, would you send me the link to their website, please?
Sure.
Or a phone number, whatever's easiest.
Yeah.
How did you feel after?
Oh, great. He said you really need to do it for at least 2.5 minutes to get the full effect in your body. He said when you're done, you've increased your dopamine by 200%.
Wow.
So I don't know if that's, I know there is science behind it. Andrew Huberman on YouTube talks about it. He's a scientist at Stanford. But it brings down inflammation, which is big for me, and neuropathy, and increases dopamine levels as well as other serotonin and other cells.
Yeah, I have acupuncture at 12:15 and I have to shower before I go, so
Fun.
I'm packed. My schedule's packed, but anyways, thank you guys. See you next week.
Hi, Karina.
Take care. Have a good week.
You too.
I'm leaving also. See you guys next week. Thank you.
Okay.
Very.
Bye, Barry. Well, great job, Scott. That's awesome that you went back and doubled your time. That's amazing.
Could have stayed in longer too. He
That's
wanted me to just stay in for 2.5 minutes,
yeah.
and I could have gone longer.
Yeah. Well, that was probably liability on their side, being like, "Hey, this is a first timer." You know, we won't.
Yeah, he said in there, watch the clock.
Yeah.
The first minute's the hardest. Because after that, you know.
Yeah.
Is there a particular goal? Like, do you want to reduce your meds or just feel better?
Well, I want to get rid of some of the aches and pains from pinched nerves and inflammation. And I want to see about increasing levels of dopamine, see if those get into the areas of the brain where they need for movement. I want to also, I've got a neuropathy problem from one guy that tried to cure my Parkinson's, and he's now on Quack Watch. But he ruined my
Yeah.
There's,
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that a local
sorry.
guy?
No, he was out of Dallas.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was my fault. I should have researched it more. My neurologist warned me against it. So I was dumb. So it's all right. I'm doing all right.
Well, that's great. Good for you. Yeah, there is a definitely you can strike, I think, a good balance between some good holistic and also, Western stuff. So,
Sure.
um,
Sure.
but I think both definitely are important to try to tackle together for sure, rather than just, I know you all don't, but when so many people just lean on just Western medicine and don't think about, gosh, like there's so many natural God-given remedies that we can tap into. We just have to do our homework and then also make sure we're getting good potency and clarity of the whatever we're doing,
Mhm.
you know?
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah. But that's great.
Absolutely.
That's wonderful. So, do you guys want to do some arm weights or how do we feel today?
Sure. Time do you have?
Yeah, or if you got to go, you can go, and whoever wants to stay can stay. But we'll get off the bike when you're ready, and we'll do some. Oh, where's my dog? Little Finley. All right, babe. Okay. So we're going to start with whatever weight size you have. I mean, I probably would recommend somewhere between like 2 and 8 pounds. 2 pounds to 4 pounds kind of allow you to do little, more micro moves, a little bit longer. That's why I kind of like to go smaller at first. But you can always switch them out too. You could always have 2 pounds next to you and also 8 pounds next to you or something. But we'll begin with our feet kind of shoulder width apart. We got a slight bent in our knees. Don't want to sit here and have locked knees. And then we're just going to warm up our biceps first. So right on top of our thighs, up 2 and down 2, 3, 4, and up. And a slower down and up. And a slower down. Good. And remember too, like we're also working out our core as we do this. So our shoulders are back and our core is locked in. So we're pulling that belly button back to your spine, kind of contracting those abdominal muscles, working on a stronger balance, right? Supporting our back as well. And 3 and 2 and 1. All right, now a little lean forward with our chest, still bent knees, our back is flat, our elbows are tucked in, weights up to our chest, and then squeeze as we push back and up and squeeze. And even hold it on that squeeze and then bring it back to your chest. Squeeze and hold, back up. And don't forget your abdomen, pull the core in. Good. Keep breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. 5, 4, 3, 2, and on the 1, hold behind and pulse. So you're kind of, see, your triceps are locked, they're squeezed, they're contracted, and we're pulsing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring them right on top of your thighs. Again, shoulder apart with the feet, a little bend in the elbow, coming up to your shoulder. out to the side, hold, and down. Back again. Up shoulder height, out to the side, hold, and down. Up, out, down. Up, out, and down. Up, out, down. Nice job, team. Up, out, down. Up, out, down. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now, shoulder press right here. Maybe a little bit of a wider stance. Take your legs out a little bit wider. Okay, just kind of supporting your body weight. 90-degree angle. We're going up to the sky and pull down and press up and then pull down. Squeeze your shoulder blades as we pull down the weights. So again, contracting those muscles in your back. Inhale on the up, exhale on the down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and 3, 2, and 1. Hold up on the 1 though, and then we're gonna drop the weights, give them a little tap on the shoulder blades, and then forward. So triceps again here. Squeeze as we push the weight in front of us. You're squeezing your tricep here. Exhale as you push that weight out in front of you. Three, 2, 1. Bring those weights all the way down. Nice job. Pocket, elbows kind of in the pocket of your hip right here. A little different bicep angle. Contracting, flexing that bicep curl as we bring the weights up to our shoulders. Don't forget to breathe, and don't forget to pull in your core. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right. And with those weights, final one, little reps here, little circles, keeping it tight and close. These are a little easier with smaller weights here.
That's hard.
Yeah. And then circles out. Rotate it the opposite direction, keeping them tight and high. And then flipping them horizontal, little press. Good. 3, 2, 1. Flip them over. Press. 3, 2, and 1 down. Woo! Good job, team.
That's a good set.
Woo.
PT, Jackie, my PT doesn't want me doing overhead presses, so because of the pinched nerve, so that's why I'm doing workarounds.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, modify as you need to. Absolutely. Yeah. If there's a position that doesn't work for you, absolutely modify.
Great.
A little stretch of the neck. Bring your right arm over. And release and bring your left arm over. And release and bring your right arm up, stretch. And release left. Good. Hands straight up, grab underneath your right wrist, and a deeper oblique stretch. Look up to the sky beyond underneath your arm. And come all the way up. And let's go the other side. And come all the way up. Bring those arms down, little torso twist to the side. And swing it back the other way. Good. And then just kind of flop your arms side to side, just loosening up your shoulders. Drop your shoulders, let your arms just kind of tap you on the back. Good. Rolling of the shoulders back. And shake out your arms. And then we're going to start working on our lower body. Big lunge forward. I like to start with the right foot, right leg out in front. Those hips are squared, coming to facing forward. Both heels on the ground. So you really are getting a good calf stretch in your extended back leg right now. Let me see if your calves are tight like mine right now. Take a deep breath in. And then on the exhale, kind of let yourself sink a little bit deeper into that lunge. Good. And then we're going to bring the left leg up or bring the back leg up to the front, whichever leg you started with. And again, an extended back leg and a front bent knee. My trainer is very lazy. He's on the floor.
Waiting for action.
I took her on a walk before we started, but it was already getting hot. I was like, ooh. I'm grateful we have a pool. So a pool helps all of us, including the dog.
Oh yeah, she's a Labrador, you said?
Yeah, she's a lab. So,
They love water.
They love water.
Yeah.
All right. Pivot those legs forward, those feet forward, and then we're going to lunge now side to side. So we open up our groin and hips.
So does she just jump in?
I mean, it's not like when I open the door, she just jumps in, but as soon as we all start getting in, she's like, all right, pool party. So yeah, she'll jump in. After a walk, she always wants to go into the water and cool off. She's not really in an endurance lab. She gets hot fast. It must be that chocolate coat. So
She's like mine.
yeah.
She hibernates in the summer, comes alive in the winter.
Yeah, totally.
We had a pretty good sized gator in our lake a couple
Ooh.
of days ago. We see small ones pretty frequently, but I'd be a little nervous.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Was it just like cruising on the top of the water?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
Coming towards our yard.
Oh
Yeah.
no. Do you have a fence so that your dogs don't jump in?
No, my dog doesn't like going in the water. She's a weird.
Yeah. Quad stretch. Sorry, I didn't talk about what I was doing. Grabbing my right foot, I'm quad stretching here. When you're ready, you can release, pick up your left foot. Susie, have they started building that huge skyscraper next to you yet?
No, it'll take a while. I think everybody's short of money, so they're not putting shovels in the ground, but it'll happen.
Yeah. Do they typically, I know in Sarasota they do they typically like sell out the building and then start, sell
Well,
out the project and then start building?
it's a good question. The condos are not pre-selling, pre-construction, so they're
Yeah.
not being built, but this is a rental building, so
Oh, right. Yeah.
different rules.
Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys, well, let's take a big deep breath in and out. One more time for good cleansing in and out. Well done. Good job.
Oh,
Thanks,
Thanks,
Jack.
Way to stick with it today. Hard work.
quite a class.
Andy, you got
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank Kathy for that. That was her profile, so that was a tough one. Yeah.
All right, thanks,
they got
Kathy.
their sweat on.
Good.
All right,
Everybody
Bye.
later.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
You too.
You guys,
Bye.
See you, Phil.
Take care.
Jack.
thanks, Andy. Bye, Phil.
Bye.